And when we look ahead to 2030, we're going to need another 35 or 40. We're talking 75 to 80,000 units between now and 2030.
And Brennan says the report is not just talking about 1 or 2 bedroom apartments.
We have more and more families coming into Maine with larger families, 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom, 5, 6-bedroom apartments. So we need all sorts of housing on the rental side. On the single family side, we definitely need more starter homes built.
Brennan adds, if something isn't done to fill the gap, the results will be drastic, and we're already starting to feel the effects now.
Well, I think we're experiencing it right now. We don't have enough homes right now for the people that live in Maine. Therefore, rents are going up, costs of housing are going up, and it's putting more and more stress on people living in Maine.
To read the full report, you can visit our website. In Augusta, I'm Corey Bouchard with ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Out-of-state utility workers helping to restore power after last week's wind and rainstorm had their trucks broken into and equipment stolen. Augusta Interim Police Chief Kevin Lully says on Thursday morning, power line crews staying at the Fairfield Inn and Suites on Anthony Avenue in Augusta woke up to find several items missing from their trucks, including wire and tools, which were worth between $1,000 and $5,000. Augusta police say this is an active investigation, and they wouldn't release any further details about the incident. Well, an agreement has been reached between the Maine Service Employees Association Local 1989 Union and the Mills Administration after several months of negotiations over labor contracts. Our Grace Blanchard is live in studio with the details. Grace.
Thank you, Beth. The MSEA, which represents state employees from a number of different executive branch agencies, have voted to ratify 4 successor labor agreements with the state of Maine, which will impact over 9,000 employees. This comes after more than 6 months of negotiation efforts. Members of the Maine Service Employees Association have been rallying in Augusta for months, urging the state to close the pay gap. Back in November, the union's president, Mark Brunton, and hundreds of his fellow union members rallied at the State House, demanding to have their voices heard by the governor.
Negotiating since late in April of 2023. And for a long time, the negotiators on the state side have not acknowledged that there's a pay gap.
The ratified contracts will provide an across-the-board pay raise of 6%, which will take effect following the new year. Along with the pay increases, workers can also expect to see an increase in vacation time, paid parental leave, and child care reimbursement. According to a news release from the Maine Department of Administrative and Financial Services, the $99 million set aside to negotiate with during the collective bargaining process is the largest amount ever proposed for bargaining. The commissioner said in a statement, "We applaud MSEA members' ratification of these new contracts, which demonstrates our commitment to providing competitive wages and benefits for state and Maine employees. We are now on track to increase wages by at least 23% since taking office, while significantly improving benefits." No one from the union was available as there is still more work to be done before these contracts go into effect. However, representatives from the state say they are happy to be moving in a positive direction. Beth, back to you.
All right, Grace, thanks so much. Well, switching gears now, after spending time looking forward to the holidays and all the activities that go with it, it might be a little bit difficult now to look forward to the return of the work week. Our Doug Banks spoke with a mental health expert for some advice on making that adjustment.
Some call it post-holiday depression. Others call it the post-holiday blues, when starting the work week back up again is a little more difficult than usual. But that feeling isn't unusual.
To some people, even though that might not be a full depressive state, can feel depression-like. It can have some of the same characteristics, and that can be really distressing for some people.
To help calm that anxiety, Haley recommends focusing on the positives in your life. Continue making connections and keep engaging in those important activities that make you feel good. And getting back to your daily routine, over time, can prove to be helpful.
Once we get back into our everyday routines, we start feeling the reward from that. We start feeling the value of our everyday routines.
But if what you're experiencing is interfering with your everyday life, Haley says not to be afraid to reach out for help, whether it's a friend or a mental health professional.
Sometimes when we're left alone within our heads, those thoughts and those worries can become a little bit bigger than they really are sometimes. And sometimes just being able to talk that out alone can help.
In Bangor, Doug Banks, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Definitely some important guidance there. Alrighty, folks, well, let's hit pause here, peek outside, and we'll go ahead and get a first check of our forecast.
Thank you so much, Beth. Our first weather today is brought to you by Winterport Sheds. Do you need extra storage, a place to live, camp on your lot, building for your pets? Check them out in Winterport or at the Bangor Mall. And of course, at winterportsheds.com. And Merry Christmas, everyone. I know yesterday was Christmas. Hope you had a wonderful, wonderful holiday with your family. Temperatures, though, have been above average. Look at this, 40s even a couple of weeks ago, near 50 degrees. And then we did hit 51 degrees just last week. Now, the last couple of days, we were above average once again. Look at this, mid-40s outside, right in time for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Of course, that is above average. Our average high this time of year, 32 degrees, mid-40s outside today, above average, and those above average temperatures will continue the next few days, right up until New Year's, and then we start to cool on up. Of course, with warmer temperatures and rain, no snow on the ground, and we're looking at a little bit more rain moving on in. Now, overnight tonight, though, we're going to continue to cool off with some more chances of rain. Beth?
Alrighty, Conrad, thank you so much. And coming up on ABC 7 News at 6, our first installment of our Year in Review series. We'll take a look back at the biggest headlines for January and February of this year. Stay with us.
For the best selection in classic and contemporary furnishings, stop by Richard Parks Furniture on High Street in Ellsworth. Handcrafted New England-made bedrooms and dining rooms, imported Scandinavian recliners and upholstery, more than 40 lines of furniture for the home and patio. Richard Parks Furniture is your #1 stop for quality, functionality, and well-designed furniture at affordable prices. Richard Parks Furniture.
Discover Richard Parks.
132 High Street in Ellsworth.
Discover Richard Parks.
Because I have both Medicaid and Medicare, I got a special Medicare Advantage plan from WellCare. It's called DSNP. That's DSNP. And it stands for Dual Eligible Special Needs Plan. My grandson, it's my boy.
Hey, Grandma.
And a WellCare DSNP comes with a whole lot of these. As in, WellCare gives me benefits I can use every day, and real human support, and answers I can understand. And I get benefits like $0 copays on prescriptions and a WellCare Spendables debit card to pay for things like dental, utilities, and groceries. I can even use it to pay at the pump for gas. And that means a WellCare DSNP provides what I need when I need it. And that gives me the confidence I need to get through every day.
The coverage you need and more. Call or visit wellcareyes.com to see if you qualify for more benefits.
Hi folks, this is Barry Gass of Gass Horse Supply and Western Wear in Orono. We've been in business since 1911, and our third-generation family-owned business can't wait to show you our unique line of Western wear and Western tack. We have Western boots, shirts, hats, belts, and buckles for the entire family, and Western tack from bridles to saddles and everything in between for your horse.
Gass Horse Supply and Western Wear, where the American West comes alive in Maine.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Well, tonight's broadcast kicks off our annual Year in Review series, and our Doug Banks leads things off.
We are taking a look back on the stories and events that impacted our area in 2023. Today, I'll be sharing with you a few of those stories that helped shape January and February. Whether it was the path less traveled, persevering down Main Street, or looking for new pathways down I-395, Mainers began 2023 looking towards a brighter future.
I'm excited to spend some of it with my best friend. We're graduating.
We're excited to welcome our new baby, hoping to probably leave Maine.
In Augusta, the first 2 months of 2023 saw the beginnings of Maine's biennial budget and the steps toward expanding abortion rights, specifically a proposal for expansions that would prevent local municipalities from restricting access.
The decision to have an abortion is deeply personal.
After a mistrial last year, the murder trial of Gardner man Dylan Ketchum began in January. Ketchum was charged with murder, attempted murder, and aggravated assault. He was later sentenced to 65 years.
A young man he thought of as a brother would soon be on top of him with that machete.
Moving to the world of sports gambling, the Maine Gambling Control Unit began unveiling plans that would eventually make way to what we have today. Once that day came, Maine tribal communities rejoiced.
The tribes have really been trying to regain the ability to game.
In February, family and friends gathered as 3rd Battalion 142nd Aviation Regiment deployed to provide air support for Operation Inherent Resolve. This was the first time an aviation regiment was deployed from Maine since 2018. Life flight pilot Abel Gleason spoke to the difficulty that comes saying goodbye to family.
There's a stereotype about military guys not being that forthcoming with their feelings. Even if you come from a military family and they know what to expect, I think that's always a gut punch to have to confront that.
Winter in Maine can stop anyone in their tracks. But no amount of snow could hold back late Police Chief Chris Greeley in the Holden Police Department as they brought community members heating oil free of charge.
While we have hard things and bad things we have to sometimes deal with, it's nice to be able to do something nice like this.
February came to a close with a story about a dog who wandered off in the middle of the night and a homeowner who feared the worst.
I kept saying, Gabby, where are you? Where could you be?
Found by a Saginaw County Sheriff deputy, shivering and hungry, Gabby was eventually brought home.
I don't know what I had done if something was happened to her, you know.
The first few weeks of any new year helps put life into perspective. It gives us a chance to try something bold, from polar plunges into an icy lake to Devin Dagnall trying to rock facial hair. As the year moved forward, all that matters is you did too. Throughout the week, each reporter here will be bringing you more stories from 2023, with Grace Blanchard showing us what happened in March and April. In studio, I'm Doug Banks for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
And coming up, folks, we have sports and a bit more after the break. Stay tuned.
Football fans, with the Caesars Sportsbook app, you can be in the game all the time. Seeking instant action? Quick Picks offers you the most popular games and markets, already built for you and ready to bet. Experience the thrill when you stack your bets to create a super parlay. Build bets for your favorite teams and players across multiple games. This season, don't just watch the game. Download Caesars Sportsbook and experience the game like never before.
With AAA Insurance, by bundling our home and auto policies, we saved over $450.
And we were shocked at the savings.
When we switched to AAA auto insurance and bundled our policies, we were able to save over $400 every year.
Switch to AAA insurance today, and you could save an average of $483 on auto insurance. Compare that to State Farm, Geico, even Allstate. Call now for your free AAA full picture quote to find out how much you could save.
Well, my passion is hang gliding. I've been doing it for over 30 years, and it's like flying. I mean, it's like everything you always dreamed about. AAA Insurance helps us save more.
And do more.
The savings from AAA Insurance has allowed me to pursue my passion of making jewelry. It's great to have a little bit of extra cash to do something that you love.
To find out how much you could save by switching to AAA Insurance, call 866-460-1310 for your free AAA full picture quote today. You'll be glad you did.
Commercial vehicles can be dangerous, and they usually carry big insurance policies. So whether you're hurt by a landscaping truck like this, a work van like this, or a big rig like this, we know commercial vehicle accidents, and we know how to get you the big money you may deserve. If any commercial vehicle hurts you, call the Twos. We win for you.
Hurt by a commercial vehicle? Call the Twos. We win for you. Call 222-2222.
For the best selection in classic and contemporary furnishings, stop by Richard Parks Furniture on High Street in Ellsworth. Handcrafted New England-made bedrooms and dining rooms, imported Scandinavian recliners and upholstery, more than 40 lines of furniture for the home and patio. Richard Parks Furniture is your #1 stop for quality, functionality, and well-designed furniture at affordable prices. Richard Parks Furniture.
Discover Richard Parks.
132 High Street in Ellsworth.
Discover Richard.
Tonight's Sports is brought to you by Diversified Ink Tattoo Studio in Bangor, located in the Penobscot Plaza, providing custom ink by licensed artists for more than 20 years.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. Hope everyone had a happy holiday. With 2023 winding down, it is time to take a trip down memory lane and revisit some of the biggest stories we covered this year. Starting on the basketball court, it was another big year for Newport's Cooper Flagg. He and the boys from Maine United went down to Peach Jam and made a run all the way to the championship game. Following that, Cooper reclassified to the class of 2020-24, making his collegiate decision imminent. After narrowing down his selections to Kansas, Duke, and defending national champs UConn, Cooper made his decision this fall to head to Durham, North Carolina, continuing his career with the Duke Blue Devils. Cooper, the top recruit in the class, so his announcement making national headlines. We caught up with him following the decision, and the decision is a full circle for Coop.
My mom was a big Duke fan, so like all the games were always on, things like that, just being able to grow up and watch like the players at Duke. So when I'm on a mini hoop, I'm imagining myself being like Duke players. I'm really happy with my decision, and so I'm just glad that it's all kind of over, and I just feel that sort of relief.
All right, wishing him the best of luck there. Back in Maine, it was another fun year of the Maine basketball tournament and a big year for some first-time champions, too. Both the Ellsworth girls and the Brewer Witches boys both capturing their first gold balls in program history this spring for Ellsworth. They're right back at the top of the class again. Brewer, though, was led by 7 seniors who had been so close to pulling it off the last few seasons. It was a Cameron Hughes layup with seconds left on the clock that clinched the win for the Witches, and what a night it was.
These last few years, I told everyone I wasn't going to cry, and then I started sobbing. I was so excited. The emotions just were pouring. It was just so amazing. And I love all these guys. You see me giving them hugs, and we're getting emotional at the end. So, I mean, it just means the world to me. We've been playing with these guys since 3rd, 4th grade.
Over in high school cross country, one of Maine's greatest runners of all time had nothing short of a stellar senior season in 2023. Orono's Ruth White winning every race she competed in the fall, including her 3rd straight state champion, Festival of Champions title, and New England titles. She also finished 6th at the Foot Locker National Championships in San Diego earlier in December. In November, Ruth surprising no one by going D1 and signing with Boise State, a move she cannot wait to make next fall.
I really love Orono and the community here, and I love my family. So it's definitely going to be a hard adjustment, but the team just seems like a second family, and I'm really excited for that.
There were plenty feel-good sports stories this year, but perhaps none better than Lewiston boys soccer and their magical state title win. Just weeks after the shootings in this city that killed 18 people, Lewiston High School boys soccer won the Class A crown over Deering 3-2. An instant classic that went to overtime. The golden goal was scored by senior Tegra Mbele, the Blue Devil faithful storming the field after the game in what was an important moment of healing for everyone in the community.
Senti bem mesmo porque precisávamos dessa vitória, faz anos que a gente já não ganha, então precisávamos dessa vitória e comemoramos tudo pronto para isso, para nós isso é mais importante.
It was a good win. It was too long that we haven't won state championship, and we love how the community came out, and that's the most important for us.
Certainly one of the better stories of the year. It was a big year of the University of Maine for their sports teams. I'd be remiss not to start with the resurgence of Maine hockey. Although they lost, the Black Bears hosted their first playoff game in years this past March after quite the run to end the season. And they came back to start 2023 on fire. They are 10-3-1 to begin the season. They are currently ranked number 8 in the country and have their goals set even higher than that.
You know, we're right there with the best in college hockey, and if we continue to trend the right way, really good things are capable of happening. Our goal is to be the best team. You know, like that's our goal. Whether that happens in a month, in a year, in 2 years, like our goal is to be the best. That's what everyone's goal is, and
you know, until we're there, we're not ever going to sit here and say we're good enough.
Staying with the University of Maine, Maine baseball was back in the NCAA tournament this year. After falling short a season ago in the America East tournament, the Black Bears were back with a vengeance, winning the regular season title and then capturing the conference championship on the road in Binghamton. The Black Bears then took a trip down to Miami for a regional. That's not where the buck stops. They are looking to get back to that stage. They're looking for a few wins, too, the next time they're there.
I think that the guys in general are probably really satisfied with the fact they got there, but I don't know if we have a lot of guys that are sitting here saying they're really satisfied with how we left, and that's really important.
Finally, Maine made a big step towards the future in 2023 with the grand opening of not one but two brand new facilities. Black Bear Field Hockey opening up their brand new complex this past fall. Softball opening up their new diamond in the spring. It's all part of a multi-million-dollar master facilities plan. We'll also see a new track and field and soccer complex in the coming years. As for these two teams, they couldn't have been more excited about their new digs.
It really has surpassed what I had envisioned for the program. It's a great time to reflect and think about the past and think about where we are today. We're just very grateful for this opportunity. It's fantastic.
I'm excited for our girls. I know there's a lot of pride going into today. The last 2 days, just being able to get out here and have a home again has been phenomenal.
All right, softball then went on a run in the America East tournament. That was fun to watch. Back onto the diamond where we end our year in review. For the first time in 18 years, Maine slugged its way to the Little League World Series. The Gray New Gloucester Raymond All-Stars breezing through the New England Regionals en route to Williamsport, Pennsylvania, and the Little League World Series. The Maine Stars shining brightly on baseball's biggest stage, coming away with memories that are sure to last a lifetime.
It's terrific. You know, everything I think that the kids and us coaches could have dreamed it to be. Sure, they're sad that they didn't win the game, but we remind them, you know, look at this field you're getting to play on. The possibility of playing on a field this nice again is very slim, right? Making here it was very slim.
All right, those are all of the top stories from 2023, and I'm looking forward to tell the top stories from 2024 next year. That's all the time we have for sports. Here is your full 5-day forecast.
Thank you so much. Our Maine weather today is brought to you by the Blue Alpaca Ranch and Store. Visit our ranch and meet the alpacas or shop in our store in downtown Belfast. And weather-wise, though, guys, what a warm Christmas we had. Wow, things were mild, not only here in Maine, all over the country. Look at this storm, though. Massive storm in the Midwest. Upper Midwest as well. They've been getting rain and snow for days out there. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, rain and some snow in North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, even into Denver. They definitely got a little bit of snow, close to even a foot of snow in some spots. For us, no way, not even close. We had temperatures well above average in those mid-40s here in town, of course, for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, so no snow on the ground, and we didn't even have any snow falling as well. Now, we do have some clouds out there. At the moment, we're going to actually have some rain that will be moving in overnight tonight and the next several days. We're going to have this system in the area. We're going to get rain at first, and then in a couple of days, that rain will transition into some snow here in town. For now, the colder air is up north, and you got to go just north up into Millinocket, Greenville, possibly getting a little bit of a rain and snow mix by Wednesday night into Thursday, and then definitely Friday into Saturday. We are looking at the cooler air rolling in, getting reinforced, and of course that rain will become snow just in a few days. Rainfall-wise, though, again, a lot of rain is on the way, possibly over an inch of rain once again. So another big system with lots of moisture on the way. Now, this time around, though, we're going to get some cold air on the back end. That's why some snow is forecasted in town, right by the coast as well. Bar Harbor, Machias, it looks like everyone in Maine will be getting a little bit of snow, possibly Friday and then into Saturday. We'll keep an eye on things. Maybe even on Thursday, we'll get that rain and snow mix, and then things will start to cool off, and it is going to become all snow. Winds very calm. Just by the coast, a light 5 to 6 mile per hour breeze, but overall, though, we are looking calm. Now, those temperatures have been warming up. Look at this. push of warm air. Detroit, mid-50s outside. Chicago was in the 50s for Christmas. Record highs broken all over the Midwest and upper Midwest as well. Wisconsin saw temperatures in the 50s. Record highs shattered all over the state. Our average high is around 31, 32 degrees. Now, we're going to be above average the next several days. Up until Friday and Saturday, cold air starts to roll in, rain and snow, a little bit more snow, of course, Friday into Saturday, temperatures in those mid-30s, and then near freezing by beginning of next week. Now, for tonight, we're looking at mid-30s outside, mainly cloudy skies, and some rain showers will be moving on in, maybe a couple snowflakes mixing in. Overall, though, mainly rain. Now, tomorrow, all rain. Temperatures near 40, cloudy skies, and a light east breeze. Our extended forecast outlook does show rain and snow the next couple of days, and rain the next couple of days, and then a rain and snow mix Friday into Saturday. Beth?
All righty, Conrad, thanks so much. And there is more to come, folks. Stay with us.
Do you need to replace your windows, but worry that your project will be hard to schedule and too expensive? Then call Renewal by Andersen, the custom replacement window division of Andersen. Our windows are made with an exclusive Fibrex material that's vastly superior to vinyl and backed by the nation's best warranty. Be sure to ask about our 1-year price lock guarantee to secure a price that's good for 1 full year. Call Renewal by Andersen for your free consultation and a money-saving offer. Installation is always included. Call now.
2023 was another very successful year at Hammond Lumber Company, thanks to the dedication of the Hammond team and the support of Hammond's customers. Hammond is grateful to continue to serve contractors, homeowners, and do-it-yourselfers from 22 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. As we move into the new year, depend on Hammond Lumber to keep your projects on track. Stay warm and happy during the holidays and enjoy your family and friends. Thank you for choosing Hammond Lumber Company as your building project partner.
Did you know that it's possible to buy the wrong type of flooring for your home? Whether you're a do-it-yourselfer or professional contractor, the experts at Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors are here to help, offering solid pro advice from choosing the right material and color to installation. Don DeKalb features the highest quality hardwood flooring sourced from lumber right here in Maine, from Maine traditions. Not only will you get a floor you'll love, you'll get a floor that will last. Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors, buy from the best, forget the rest.
Are your basement walls bowing, crumbling, or failing? Hi, I'm Tony Hafford with TC Hafford Basement Systems, all things basementy. Our Stable Lock wall system offers a patented, affordable, and permanent solution to save your foundation walls. It stabilizes, fills voids, and structurally repairs, leaving a new smooth surface. All the strength of new walls. Call TC Hafford Basement Systems today for all things basementy.
Pat's Pizza in Holden has recently expanded their seating capacity. Call now for reserving your event or holiday party with us. The new indoor golf simulators are open for the season. Call now for reservations.
Right now, there's just so much happening in our world. So much at stake at the start of every morning.
Making sense of it all, that's not always so easy.
And that's where we come in.
Good morning, America. We want you to know every morning.
We're right here, and we got
Now that Christmas is over, stores are opening their doors to take back those not-so-perfect gifts. For some, it's actually become a holiday tradition. According to the National Retail Federation, 18% or more than $173 billion worth of goods are expected to be returned this holiday season. Locally, we certainly saw that. Shoppers took to the stores to bring back those slight misses when it comes to Christmas gifts. We spoke to some locals on how their return season has been going.
I feel that I did well with this season. I kept track of the receipts and not knowing what was going to happen and what they would like and everything, so I kind of planned ahead with that.
There will be a few returns I think that we have to do. It seems to be there's quite a few people out doing returns today.
People we spoke to say a handy tip for anyone heading to return or exchange a gift: make sure you bring that receipt. It could mean the difference between getting full price or simply a percentage of what the item is worth, depending on the store. Always good to have that proof of purchase with you. Alrighty, folks, well, that is going to do it for us. From everyone here at ABC7, take care and have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you right back here at 11. Good night, everybody.